8 creepy things found in Google Maps. The Almere crime scene. So back in April 2013, people were wildin' when they spotted something super sus on Google Maps. There's this lake out in Almere, Netherlands, right? And the pic straight up looked like someone was dragging a bloody body across the pier into the water. Like full-on murder mystery vibes, no cap. Folks got so freaked out they actually called the cops to check it out. But plot twist, when the police pulled up, they found out the photo wasn't even recent, like it had been snapped between 1 to 3 years earlier. So yeah, not much they could really do about it. But here's the kicker. When they zoomed in and looked closer, turns out it wasn't a murder scene at all. It was just a dude and his dog, dripping wet from swimming, leaving a soggy trail on the pier. That's it. That's the whole bloody body situation. For a hot minute though, the internet had everybody thinking they were staring at a crime scene. If you peep the zoomed-in version now, you can totally see the man and his dog just chillin'. And honestly, it's way less spooky once you know the truth. Blood Lake. In 2007, people stumbled across this super weird-looking lake on Google Maps, and it seriously had everyone shook. The lake was chillin' near Sadr City, Iraq, and get this, it was literally blood red. Like it looked straight out of a horror movie, no joke. Theories started popping off everywhere. Some folks thought, yo, maybe a nearby slaughterhouse has been dumping blood into the water, which, honestly, sounds hella dark. Others were like, nah, it's probably just sewage pollution or something going wrong with the water treatment process. But here's where it gets interesting. After the pic started going viral, the lake magically turned back to its normal color. Kinda sus, right? It's pretty likely that whatever shady stuff was turning the lake red, they stopped it real quick once the internet caught wind of it. The Richmond crime scene. Back in 2009, a super disturbing image popped up on Google Maps. Yeah, seriously. It was snapped along the railroad tracks at Sanford Avenue in Richmond, California. The pic showed a 14-year-old boy, Kevin Barrera, lying on the ground, with a bunch of officers standing nearby. The coordinates aren't accessible anymore, but at the time, the image went totally viral. Sadly, Kevin's assassination is still unsolved, and no photos were taken during the actual crime, which, low-key, might have helped catch the killer. After the image started blowing up online, Google was like, nah, this ain't it, and decided to take it down. Out of mad respect for Kevin's family, the Google execs felt that they didn't need a constant, heartbreaking reminder of their son's tragic death. The Badlands Guardian. Discovered back in 2006 on Google Maps, near Medicine Hat in Alberta, Canada, the Badlands Guardian is straight up wild. This massive shape formed naturally by erosion. Yeah, no human hands involved. Looks like it's a few hundred years old. No cap. If you peep it real close, it kinda looks like the Guardian's rockin' earbuds. But plot twist, it's actually just a road they built leading out to an oil well. Honestly, it's mad creepy and super impressive at the same time, knowing Mother Nature pulled this off without any human help. The face of Jesus. So, in Hungary, someone stumbled across this wild photo on Google Maps. Yeah, this happened. At first glance, it just looks like a regular aerial shot of some random landscape, nothing crazy. But if you really zoom in, you'll spot what looks like the actual face of Jesus Christ, no joke. It's honestly kind of mind-blowing, and religious folks all over the world are calling it a legit sign of his resurrection. Ever since this pic started making waves, more and more people have been pulling up to the spot, treating it like it's holy ground or something. The random bunny. Alright, so here's a wild one. Over in Piedmont, Italy, someone found this massive knitted bunny just chilling on Google Maps. Like, it's not just a regular bunny, we're talking a 200-ton giant rabbit straight up lying across the ground. What's even crazier, nobody really knows who decided to drop this gigantic plushie out there. Total mystery vibes. It's honestly one of those random, head-scratching things that makes for a seriously epic photo, and it leaves everyone wondering, bruh, how did this even happen? The Swastika Navy Base. Alright, this one's kinda wild. If you're just cruising around the US Navy base in California, it honestly looks super normal. Nothing weird at all. But when you peep it from above on Google Maps, the whole layout weirdly forms a swastika shape. This trippy design happened just because of the way the buildings were arranged. Totally not visible if you're standing on the ground, luckily. The US Navy came through and said the whole thing was a complete accident and definitely not meant to be anti-Semitic or anything like that. Crabzilla. Yo, check this out. Over at the mouth of Kent Harbor in the UK, someone snapped a wild photo that straight up looks like a giant crab lurking right by the harbor. Like, if a crab this massive actually existed, it would totally wreck the way we all think about crabs, no joke. But honestly, chances are it's not some real-life monster crab. It's probably just the sand doing its thing, shaped by the wind and water to make it look super creepy and crab-like. Still, kinda makes you want to double-check the shoreline before you dip your toes in, right?